Hello everyone and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. Where we last left off, we found out that the world has gone to pot and there's the rift in the sky has become so big it's basically the sky now. So, yeah, not good. Also, demons abound. Found some shards to try and break into Alexius' quarters, which we have now found, and we're going in to see what we can do. So, open sesame.
Look at all you've done, Alexius. All this suffering. And for what?
For my country, for my son. But it means nothing now. I knew you would appear again. Not that it would be now, but I knew I hadn't destroyed you. My final failure.
Was it worth it? Everything you did to the world, to yourself.
It doesn't matter now. All we can do is wait for the end.
What do you mean? What's ending?
The irony that you should appear now, of all the possibilities. All that I fought for, all that I betrayed, and what have I wrought? Ruin and death, there is nothing else. The Elder One comes for me, for you, for us all. Felix.
That's Felix. Maker's breath, Alexius, what have you done?
He would have died, Dorian. I saved him. Please, don't hurt my son. I'll do anything you ask.
Hand over the amulet, and we let him go.
Let him go, and I swear you'll get what you want.
I want the world back.
Well,
No.
thanks, Liliana.
No!
You kind of make things go from, well, from worse to worse. It's kind of the same situation, but still.
We both failed. Accept it
Oh.
as I have.
Where are you? Ow.
Where are your assassins this time?
Whoa, he opened a rift? I'm gonna close it. Stop messing with the fabric of space and time. You've already messed things up. Stop it.
So much for the mighty.
Yeah.
Your efforts are futile. This world's already lost.
We'll see about that. Even if this world is lost, I can make it so that it doesn't happen. I need to find a way of making that process a lot easier and quicker.
So much for the mighty Inquisition. Time's up.
Staff of Stasis cooldown amulet.
He wanted to die, didn't he? All those lies he told himself, the justifications. He lost Felix long ago. Didn't even notice. Oh, Alexius.
What the hell is that?
I know you cared for him.
Once he was a man to whom I compared all others. Sad, isn't it? This is the same amulet he used before. I think it's the same one we made in Minrathous. That's a relief. Give me an hour to work out the spell he used, and I should be able to reopen the rift.
An hour? That's impossible! You must go now! The Elder One.
You'll have to hurry. This is bad. We'll hold the main door. Once they break through, it's all you, Nightingale.
What?
No! I won't let you commit suicide.
Look at us. We're already dead. The only way we live is if this day never comes. Cast your spell. You have as much time as I have hours. Though darkness closes, I am shielded by flame. Andraste, guide me. Maker, take me to your side.
You move, and we all die! You'll have to do better than that.
I'm back.
You failed, Alexius. How forgiving is your Elder One?
You won. There is no point extending this charade. Felix.
It's going to be all right, Father.
You'll die.
Everyone dies.
Well, I'm glad that's over with.
Hello?
Or not.
Grand Enchanter.
Oh.
We'd like to discuss your abuse of our hospitality.
Your Majesties.
When we offered the Mage's Sanctuary, we did not give them the right to drive our people from their homes.
King Alistair, Queen Anora, I assure you, we never intended...
In light of your actions, good intentions are no longer enough.
You and your followers have worn out your welcome. Leave Ferelden, or we'll be forced to make you leave.
But we have hundreds who need protection. Where will we go?
The Inquisition might be willing to take in the mages.
That's what we were
And
here
what
for.
are the terms of this arrangement?
Hopefully better than what Alexius gave you. The Inquisition is better than that, yes?
I know you are a mage, but consider how these rebels have acted. They must be conscripted, not coddled.
I've known a lot of mages. They can be loyal friends if you let them. Friends who make bad decisions, but still loyal.
It seems we have little choice but to accept whatever you offer.
Conscript the rebels into the service of the Inquisition, or offer the rebel mages a full alliance. If we conscript them, I'm seeing it as more like what they do with the Wardens, where they just, I conscript this guy because... and obviously not as good. If I offer full alliance, they're basically just another Inquisition soldiers that want to help and all of that. True, they've acted like dicks, but so have the Templars. And not every single mage in the entire world wants to fight. It's just if they, some of them have to, some of them are forced to, some of them want to. You know, it's all mishmashed. So I think I'll make you an ally, because it seems to have more positives than negatives compared to a prisoner. Because when you make them a prisoner, it will just end up being like the circle situation all over again, where they'll probably rebel against us, you know. Better extend a hand in friendship rather than a hand in dominance.
We would be honored to have you fight as allies at the Inquisition's side.
We'll discuss this later.
I'll pray that the rest of the Inquisition honors your promise then.
The breach threatens all of Thedas. We cannot afford to be divided now. We can't fight it without you. Any chance of success requires your full support.
It's a generous offer. I doubt you're going to get a better one from us.
We accept. It would be madness not to. I will gather my people and ready them for the journey to Haven.
Good.
The breach will be closed. You will not regret giving us this chance.
Glad we finally got that all sorted out. Well, time to go deal with the Templars. Iron Ball. My dear friend, I completely understand the difficulty you face to have such well-equipped bandits, your family's caravans so regularly, and with such exquisite knowledge of your shipping schedules is indeed highly unfortunate. There is no shame at all in finding your household guards wanting in such trying circumstances. To answer your question, when faced with my own troubles last year, I implored the Bull's charges. Their leader, the Iron Bull, is a Canary, a great horned giant of a man. He looked like a savage, but spoke like a gentleman. He seems unstoppable in combat, but is far more clever than a simple swordsman. His mercenaries were costly, but they were both strong enough to protect my family's caravans, and clever enough to discover how the bandits came into such luck in their attacks upon my family. The bandits have been no trouble at all since, and a baron of our mutual acquaintance effusively assured me that if he would be greatly surprised if they ever again caused us difficulty. If you wish to employ the Iron Bull, I can provide you with the contact information, as well as a list of the liquors he enjoys most particularly. Will your husband also be present in these blah 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 blah? Why can't it be like, what was it? I can't remember a game, but during loading screens, when it's finished, it will stay on the loading screen until you tell it to come off. It will say like, press A to continue, kind of thing. I can't remember what game did that, but it was useful for when you had to do something during a loading screen. Or if you were reading something. And again, this stupid double loading crap.
It's not a matter for debate. There will be abominations among the mages, and we must be prepared.
If we rescind the offer of an alliance, it makes the Inquisition appear incompetent at best, tyrannical at worst.
What were you thinking, turning mages loose with no oversight? The veil is torn open.
We need their cooperation.
We need them to close the breach. It's not going to work if we make enemies of them.
I know we need them for the breach, but they could do as much damage as the demons themselves. You were there, Seeker. Why didn't you intervene?
While I may not completely agree with the decision, I support it. The sole point of the Herald's mission was to gain the mage's aid, and that was accomplished.
The voice of pragmatism speaks. And here I was, just starting to enjoy the circular arguments.
Closing the breach is all that matters.
I got a taste of the consequences if we fail. Let's make sure we don't.
We will not fail.
We should look into the things you saw in this dark future. The assassination of Empress Celine. A demon army.
Sounds like something a Tevinter cult might do. Orlais falls, the Imperium rises. Chaos for everyone.
One battle at a time. It's going to take time to our troops and the mage recruits. Let's take this to the war room. Join us. None of this means anything without your mark, after all.
Okay.
Thank you. I'd be honored to help with the plan.
Meet us there when you're ready.
I'll skip the War Council, but I would like to see this breach up close, if you don't mind.
Then you're staying?
Oh, didn't I mention? The South is so charming and rustic. I adore it to little pieces.
You want to stay? I'm glad you're staying. Dorian will Joe, I don't want you here. You want to stay.
I must admit, I'm surprised.
We both saw what could happen. What this Elder One and his cult are trying to do. Not everything from Tevinter is terrible. Some of us have fought for eons against this sort of madness. It's my duty to stand with you. That future will not come to us.
Okay. Glad you're staying because you're a fun guy.
There's no one I'd rather be stranded in time with, future or present.
Excellent choice. But let's not get stranded again anytime soon, yes?
Sure.
I'll begin preparations to march on the summit. Make her willing, the mages will be enough for victory.
There'll be good loss at least. Well, we're back in Haven. In your turn, power required 1. I have like 85. I'm already too much for it. I think they kind of overestimated the amount of power people would need or receive from quests. Josephine?
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin.
And my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by the end of the week. Should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement.
The Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to convince them it is a necessary one as well.
Josephine? Supplying us with lyrium, are ya, for our mages?
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Oh, did I scare you? Sorry.
Who was she, Ambassador?
Wait. What?
A merchant.
There we go.
I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's mages. According to Lady Corbin, it raised the...
Okay.
Access to lyrium makes us more formidable than anticipated. We are becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power, instead of comforting the masses.
Well... It's been this way for years. The Chantry's incompetent. It's needed more than ever. Yeah, it's been this way for years.
Mage circles started falling years ago. The Chantry was troubled even before the Divine's murder.
Yet many people continue to bear it well. We will not benefit from its decline. Little but the Chantry, Orlais, Nevara, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andraste's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
I suppose a shared faith can be useful when talking with strangers.
Precisely. And these similar interests are merely where we begin. We must learn to think beyond our own wants, to secure peace in Thedas.
I guess it's ambitious.
Planning to steer the history of the world, Ambassador Montilier?
I believe the Inquisition is already charting that course. Which brings me to a question, if you have a moment. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were up to you, how would you reply?
How will you?
Will my answer change your reply to the Chantry?
If Leliana, Cassandra Cullen, and I could agree on our official stance, I could answer that. We should decide soon. The revered mothers don't seem to know what to make of you.
I don't claim to be holy.
I'd tell the Chantry I was saved by circumstance, not divine intervention.
Yet as rumors your Andraste's herald grow, the Grand Clerics may not believe such a humble reply. A difficult situation, and I thank you for your answer. A good day to you.
Well, that's not my fault if they think that I'm this all-powerful god-being thing. That's their problem. I'm not going out and saying, "Oh, I'm Andraste's chosen. It's me. Yes, I'm all going to save you all." It's no. I'm I'm going to save you. That's it. Maeve. Maeve.
Hello? Can I help you with something?
No.
I'll...
Here, have some...
Please tell me if you find something.
Josephine, anything else?
Greetings.
Anything to report? Josephine? Don't ignore me, Josephine.
What do the people make of us?
Oh, there we go.
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
Guests?
Lady Drummond promised a visit. She has useful resources if we can get her to set aside her games.
What are her politics?
Oh, no, I meant actual games. Chess, cards, dice, little boards with carved idols from Tevinter. She made me play that with her for 8 hours once.
What?
Steer her towards cards, if she insists on a match.
I was gonna say, you wanna thingy? What? Giselle, anything you want to say about me making the mages? No? You don't want to talk to me?
I understand what's instrumental in garnering the assistance of the rebel mages.
Yes. So what the hell is going on? Just say something. Speak to me.
It is done. And I pray this Inquisition fares better than the Chantry in its handling of magic.
We'll do our best.
We will try.
In some ways, Andraste had the simpler task. Magic should serve man, and not rule over him. That tells us what should be, but it does not tell us how to get there. So many times the methods of men have undone the spirit of their goals. Once you have sealed the breach, we shall see whether this Inquisition is truer to the Chantry, or its own namesake.
Alright.
Farewell.
Until next...
Bye-bye. Alright, let's go talk to everyone else, see what they have to say about what I've done, and go from there. Hello, Vivienne.
If Fiona and her malcontents are joining us as allies, we need to be prepared. Abominations are inevitable.
Sure thing. So, you're very shiny today.
Cullen doesn't have enough Templars to handle incidents. Some of the rank and file need to be trained.
Good idea.
The last thing we need are abominations running amok.
I knew you would have a proper grasp of the situation. I'll have a word with Cullen. We are reliant on his people, absolutely. There has never been a greater threat to mages than the breach. Until it is closed, no one is safe.
You don't trust mages?
You have a low opinion of your fellow mages.
It's not so much an opinion as grasping the obvious. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
Vashoth. Sure, let's say that.
There are no Templars among the Vashoth.
My dear, your people cut the tongues from mages they deem dangerous, just as the Kunari do. And they kill those they deem too weak to resist demons. Your people are no kinder than any other.
It was just
For
a
those
statement.
who value survival, sentimentality is not an option. Tell me something.
Sure.
As you will no doubt have a hand in shaping it, what future do you see for mages?
Mages in the Chantry, sure.
Mages shouldn't be kept out of the Chantry. Who knows the dangers of magic better than a mage?
A curious idea. Such twists and turns your mind takes. It's something to consider, my dear.
You really liked that, didn't you? I've just worked back all the things that I did, which is great. Okay, I've got a point. Let's put the point in lightning. Sure, why not? Chain lightning arcs farther and hits more targets. Storm comes to your aid even without calling it. When you're in combat, lightning will periodic strike an enemy nearby. A random enemy. Sure, why not? That sounds pretty cool. I'm gonna save again, even though I just saved.
Yes?
Anything else? No? Okay. Alright. Oh god. Pretty. At least it's not as big anymore.
It is good to be surrounded by mages again.
Really?
The debate, the crackle of magic, the smell of old books. The breach is a magical problem. The mages will help us solve it.
True. Liliana. Let's talk about your future self.
Your open the mages likely earned you enemies.
I highly doubt any choice I would have made would have not done that.
Our agents will monitor the situation. If the most opposed can be identified, we may still turn this to our advantage.
No killing.
You're not planning assassinations, are you?
I was planning to unleash Josephine on them. She kills with kindness. Regardless, I applaud you for the courage to stand up for the mages.
I watched you die, by the way.
In Redcliffe, you sacrificed yourself so that I could return here.
Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a second chance at history. I always loved a bargain.
It was still a sacrifice, and still noble.
And I would do it again.
You're a great Liliana.
Anything I should know?
Altegan has returned to Redcliffe Castle and resumed his duties as Lord.
Nice.
The people are returning, slowly but surely. Unfortunately, our show of support for the mages has angered many.
Well,
I'll leave you to your work.
it would have done either way. Right, let's go talk to Solus. See what he has to say about the whole thing. Then we go talk to Sarah, then Varric, then Cassandra, then Ironbull. You know, the whole shebang, bish bash bosh. Get some nosh. Blicka bosh.
So we have gained the mages. Excellent. They should be able to seal the breach. You are certain you experienced time travel? Could it have been an illusion? A trick of the Fade?
Dorian is certain. I'm a mage, I know. No.
I've been to the Fade before. I'd know it.
Point taken. What an amazing gift. It is vital the Inquisition succeed to avoid the future you witnessed.
Did I see him there? Nah, I might as well say it.
I'm surprised you're not more interested in your own future.
I know enough. If that future happened, then I, and Cassandra, Cullen and the rest, failed to stop this Elder One. Speaking of which, you should ready yourself.
For?
This Elder One. You have now interfered with his plans twice. Once at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and now again at Redcliffe. A being who aspires to godhood is unlikely to ignore such an affront.
True.
Good afternoon.
We'll talk later.
Oh, it's the afternoon, is it? Okay. It kind of just looks like midday near enough, even though the sun's over there.
What's that?
Sarah?
Well, that's mages all over. So many robes, I bet all of Ferelden lost their curtains.
Probably.
I'll just be the other side of Haven, just in case.
You don't like mages?
Do you have a problem with our new allies? With mages?
No problem with mages. You're fine, right? My problem is magic. If mages sat on their hands, everything would be fine. I mean, yay, freedom. Great for them. Over there, away from me.
Okay.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
Get out of the way. I want to talk to the bartender.
Can I get you anything?
Okay.
Farewell.
Varric?
The Mage Rebellion joins the Inquisition. I've got to admit that's a twist I didn't see coming. One thing you saw in the future worries me. I mean, it was all bad. But red lyrium and Ferelden, infecting people and growing out of them, that's bad. Finding more of it really punches a hole in my red lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
True.
How long does it take for red lyrium to grow? How fast can it spread?
It took years to infect people in Kirkwall, but no one there was actually ingesting the stuff. This Elder One managed to take the worst thing I can think of and make it worse. That's an accomplishment.
Well, we'll stop.
The Inquisition has the numbers to track down all this lyrium and destroy it.
I hope so. I don't want to think about what happens if it starts a plague. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority. But that's enough doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
Have a party.
That's a good point. We should celebrate. A banquet? Something like a banquet?
Word to Josephine, and I bet she could arrange anything. Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know.
Yes, well, Cassandra kind of shouts on the top of rooftops if someone even just looks at her wrong. Alright, we'll stop here. In the next episode we shall talk to everyone else that we need to talk to, maybe sell some stuff that we found in the future, which somehow managed to get taken to the past, but whatever. We'll go do that and in the next episode, and then we'll also go to the war room to do some more stuff. So until then, this has been Majorshepard, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.